Yes.
Awesome. That's good. So, how do we even start this? It's so hard to talk about, but it's so hard to talk about. But last year I got married. Don't clap. Last year I got married, and a month, 2 months later, my mom comes down for my birthday party. Not really a birthday party. She just took me to dinner, and I got whatever I wanted because I get to do that on my birthday. And she looks at me and she goes, "Angel, you're really sad." And I was like, "No, I'm not. Everything's perfect. I just got married and I live with my wife in this like house and everything's great." And she was like, "No, it's not." I was like, "How do you know that? You don't talk to me. We talk like once a month." She's like, "I know." And then a little while later, my granddad gets sick. And I'm like, well, the only way I can go back home, because I'm in Savannah, the only way I can go back home and see my granddad and make sure my mom's okay is take FMLA, go get mental health treatment, because apparently I'm so sad. But the thing is, I have schizophrenia. I'm schizophrenic. And I don't talk about this much with people because people look at you and they're like, "Oh, that's really scary." I'm like, "No, not really. You don't really notice it." I'm kidding, you do. But when I went to get treatment, I was so focused on feeling sad that I didn't think about anything else. And so we'd start meetings. It was at Piedmont, love Piedmont. And you'd start meeting like an AA meeting. You go, "Hi, my name is Angel. I'm here because I have schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type." That's a fancy way of saying you're bipolar and schizophrenic. And everything was fine. And I went to treatment, and I spent all this time home with my parents. Not my parents were divorced, with my mom. And got to like be back in my hometown, and it was so nice. And then I go home. And mind you, my life before I went to treatment was this. I wake up, I go to the gym, I go to work, I come home, maybe I go to the gym again. I clean the whole house. I go to sleep, I wake up, I go to the gym, I go to work over and over and over again. That was constantly my life. And I was like, oh, this is what married life is supposed to be, you know? You wake up, you go to the gym, you go to work, you come home, you clean the whole house, you go directly to sleep. And then one day, after treatment, I'm back in Savannah. I'm still really sad and I can't figure out why I'm not loving this life. My doctor goes, "You know, I think we should change your medication. You know, Abilify, let's try something different." That was the worst decision anyone has ever made in my entire life. She switches me over to this medication that starts with a G. It does nothing. In fact, it triggers a psychotic episode. I start thinking that angels are coming to my house, that I was sent by the angels, that I have completed my task as a wife, and now I should go and trigger running through suicide. Jump off the roof so the angels can come and take me. And this all seemed perfectly normal to me. This made total sense to me. I had never experienced my symptoms that badly before. I've been an unmedicated schizophrenic for like most of my college time without any problem. But now, once I went off my medication, because we decided it was a good idea, for a week I was crazy, like literally crazy, like clinically insane. And then a few weeks later, my wife leaves me. So this person that I had told multiple times, like so many times, "Don't marry me if you can't handle the fact that I'm schizophrenic. You know I'm schizophrenic. One day it will happen. One day I will have a psychotic episode and you will turn around and I won't be the same person that you married, but I'm still me. And in sickness and in health is supposed to mean something." But my wife leaves me. My best friend makes me get on the phone with them, drive all the way to Macon on the phone with them, sit in their apartment, wait for my mom to come pick me up because I'm not allowed to just go make decisions anymore. I'm fine now. I'm not crazy anymore. They gave me Zyprexa. I love Zyprexa. And shut up. Not my mom comes, she gets me, we take my granddad's truck, we drive all the way back down to Savannah, we drive to Louisiana, I couch hop for the summer, and then I get a job, and they ask me, "Why did you leave your last job?" Really? And I'm like, oh, you know, I just needed to move back closer home. And the biggest thing I've learned out of all this, though, is that, like, if there has to be some light at the end of the tunnel, it's that I'm back with my family now, and I'm divorced, so, well, almost divorced. So I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and that's wonderful. I don't have to clean the house. I don't have to be upset about something and someone go, well, did you take your meds today? Bitch! Did I take I'm schizophrenic. Do you want to ask that question? Yes, I took my meds. So yeah, that's like things I wouldn't put on a resume. Definitely that whole spiel, but it was nice to talk to someone about it.
All right.